We have all been talking about the daily Israeli aid massacres. They created a fake organization called the GHF, the supposed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. And this Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, they founded in lieu of having other aid organizations in Gaza. They kicked them all out. They kicked out all the actual official, real international aid organizations, and they created this fake one. And they monopolized the aid, and now they are distributing aid at free sites in Gaza. And every single day, starving Palestinians are herded to these free sites. Thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of them every single day. And when they are there to receive the aid, Israel begins firing on them. Artillery shells, gunfire, tank fire, whatever they have. Dozens are being massacred every single day. And Haaretz released an article this last week in which they interviewed IDF soldiers who say that they are being ordered by higher-ups to shoot deliberately at unarmed Gazans waiting for humanitarian aid. IDF officers and soldiers told Haaretz that they were ordered to fire at unarmed crowds near food distribution sites in Gaza, even when no threat was present, prompting the military prosecution to call for a review into possible war crimes. I love how they're pretending to investigate themselves. Netanyahu, Katz reject claims, call them blood libels. Oh my fucking god. Let's see if I can find this article unpaywalled or reproduced somewhere else. Good old Yahoo usually does that. Let me see if they have it syndicated. Oh, I'll go with Al Jazeera's coverage of the article. That's good enough. They don't have a paywall. Thanks, Qatar. Yeah, look, this is what happens at the aid sites. They massacre people. Okay? Israeli soldiers have deliberately shot at unarmed Palestinians seeking aid in Gaza after being ordered to do so by their commanders. The Israeli newspaper Haaretz reports. Now, there was once a guy called Lonerbox, and he had a really insightful argument about war crimes and Israeli commanders, which I'd like to give you the best pro-Israel argument to counter the claim here about commanders ordering the killing of random unarmed civilians desperately seeking aid because they're starving. From Israel's strongest soldier, Lonerbox. He had something to say about this.
Yeah, so you're saying a commander did it, but a commander obviously is not particularly high up in the chain of command.
Biting commentary. Obviously, just because the commanders are all ordering it doesn't mean that it's a systematic practice. Commanders aren't particularly high up in the chain of command, you know? It's happening every single day for months. Dozens massacred as they try to get aid. 549 killed, confirmed killed, obviously more than that were actually killed. 4,000 injured while waiting for food aid distributed sites run by the Israeli US-backed GHF. And somehow this isn't systematic. It's just a couple of bad apple commanders who aren't very high up in the chain of command ordering it. According to the Haaretz report, which quoted unnamed Israeli soldiers, troops were told to fire at crowds of Palestinians and use unnecessary lethal force against people who appeared to pose no threat. We fired machine guns from tanks and threw grenades. They're literally throwing fucking grenades into crowds of starving people desperately trying to get bags of flour. There was one incident where a group of civilians was hit while advancing under the cover of fog. In another instance, one soldier said that where they were stationed in Gaza, between 1 and 5 people were killed every day. It's a killing field, that soldier said. The Israeli army strongly rejected the accusations. Oh my god. According to Haaretz, the military advocate general has told the army's general staff fact-finding, they're going to investigate themselves, guys, fact-finding assessment mechanism, which reviews incidents involving potential violations of the laws of war to investigate suspected war crimes at these aid sites. One of the authors of the report, Nir Hassan, told Al Jazeera that the Israeli directive to fire on civilians is part of a method to control the aid seekers. It's actually a practice of controlling the crowd by fire, like if you wanted the crowd to run off from a place, you shoot at them. Ah, great, even though you know they are unarmed, you just fucking shoot at them when you want them to move, you just kill them. It's that simple. This is just an Israeli military official talking about this like it's the most normal thing in the world. Despite this practice at these sites, most Israelis and the army troops still believe the war on Gaza is just, because they're genocidal maniacs. They're rapists, they're mass killers, they love this stuff, obviously. This is obviously just Israeli soldiers confirming what we already knew. This is a pattern that happens over and over again. We see endless videos, endless testimonies of Palestinians being like, they're killing us. They're killing us. Look at this video. Here's 20 videos of them massacring us. And then 2 or 3 months later, there's an article in Haaretz the killing fields. Shocking Israeli soldiers reveal that the thing that everyone already knew was happening and which there is exhaustive evidence of is actually happening. And now that it's coming from Israeli soldiers, it's presented as if we can believe it. And, the video evidence or the millions of corroborating testimonies, fuck that. Now the Israeli, he feels slightly bad about massacring those Palestinians. Now we can believe it. Now it's confirmed. I mean, it is compounding evidence. Getting these testimonies is further proof that it happened, but it's already proven before. It just makes it even stupider to deny it. But yeah, this is just fucking sad, depressing, terrible. Boycott Israel everywhere. Boycott any Zionist. Boycott anyone who expresses even a semblance of positive feelings for Israel. It really is that simple. They should not even be permitted to be the local dog catcher.